Good afternoon to one and all present over here. Now in this video you will see the continuation of the previous part of the fourth unit. So we are seeing about the PHP operators. We'll continue on it. First the next one is comparison operators. So the various operators are equal, identical, not equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. So these operators can be used between the various operands. So it will check for the condition and it will give the corresponding output. Next is increment or decrement operators. So when it comes to the increment operators, it will increase the value of the variable by 1, whereas decrement means it will decrease the variable of the it will decrease the value of the variable by 1. Next is the logical operators. So there are various logical operators are AND, OR, XOR. So it will return true when both the values of the variables are true. For OR, it will return either one of the values are true. It will be true. For XOR, it will be true either one of the values of the variables are true, but not both. So likewise, it will proceed. Next one is string operators. There are two types of string operators: concatenation and concatenation assignment. So concatenation means joining the two strings together, whereas concatenation assignment means assigning the value of one string to another. Next one is array operators. So various array operators are the union, equality, identity, inequality, and non-identity. Next we go on to what is called as the PHP program control. There are two types of control flow statements is used in the PHP. First one is conditional or decision making statements. Second one is looping statements. First is the conditional statements. So they are used to perform the different actions based upon different conditions. So now we'll see the various types of conditional statements. First one is if else, if, and switch statement. So with respect to the if statement, it will check for the condition. Only when the condition is true, it is going to execute the statement. So you can see in this example, there is a if statement and the condition is $t less than 20. Now if that condition is true, it is going to print the value, that is echo good morning. Next one is if else if. So in this statement, it will check for the condition, and if the condition is true, it is going to go to the executable part, otherwise it is going to go to the else part. Now the third one is if else if. Now in this, the condition will be checked for two times. First time it will check for the condition. If it is true means it will go to the executable part, otherwise it will go to the else if part. If that condition is also false means it is going to go to the else part. Now next one is we'll see about the file handling and file uploading in PHP. So in PHP, file handling is the process of interacting with the files on the server, such as reading files, writing to a file, creating new files, or deleting the existing ones. So types of file operations include, first one is reading files, that is it allows you to read the data from either entirely or line by line. Second one is writing to files, that is you can write the data onto a file, or you can also overwrite the existing content or append the content towards the end. Third one is file metadata, which allows to gather the information about the files, their size, their type, and the last time modified. Then the last one is file uploading. You can able to upload the files like using the forms and enabling the user to submit the files onto the server. Now these are the common file handling operation functions which is used in PHP. That is, fopen, it is used to open a file. Fclose means which closes a file. Fread means read the data from a file. Fwrite means write data to a file. File exist means if check whether the file is existing file or not. And the last one is unlink, which deletes the file. Next we'll go on to what is called as PHP sending attachment with a mail. So as we know, the PHP is a server-side scripting language that is enriched with various utilities, one of which is mailing. So mailing is a server-side utility that is required most of the web servers today. So mailing can be used for advertisement, account recovery, and subscription, etc. Now in PHP we use mail method in order to send the mail. So you can see the syntax bool mail, and inside we have the various parameters, that is to, subject, message, additional headers, and additional parameters. So the various parameters includes to means the recipient's mail ID. Subject means specify the subject of the mail. Message means we need to type the exact message that has to be sent. Additional headers means it is an optional parameters, like for example CC. When you want to send the copy of the mail, you can use this particular additional header. Next we go on to what is called as databases with the PHP. So PHP uses the MySQL database, which is used to connect and manipulate the data. So MySQL is the most popularly used database system with the PHP. So when coming to the MySQL, it is a database system which is used on web. It will run on the server. It is ideal for both small as well as larger applications. And it is very fast and reliable, easy to use. So when you're going to combine this PHP with the MySQL, it is a cross-platform. You can able to develop in the Windows and serve it on a Unix platform. So PHP 5 and later you can able to work with the MySQL databases using the following things. That is MySQL I extension. I stands for improved. PDO, that is PHP data objects, which is used to demonstrate the working of the PHP and MySQL. Then MySQL I, that is it is object oriented part. MySQL I, that is procedural part, and PDO. So with this we come to the end of the 4th unit. Thank you.